Hello dear parents, today I want to show you how to install KidLogger PRO application on Samsung Galaxy phone with Android 4.4. The first thing we must do is to uninstall the previous version of KidLogger from the phone. And if previously was installed Staff Counter application, we must remove it as well, because these two applications are not compatible with KidLogger PRO. I open the Settings, Applications, Application Manager, and uninstall KidLogger Parental Control. And Helper service, if it was installed before, because we'll install other module which has more possibilities than Helper service, but they are not compatible each other. To install the application, we must visit the site KidLogger.net. To download the application, we must log in our user profile, because this application is not accessible for ordinary users. It is accessible only for standard and professional users. Now we must open download page. Here is the group named Advanced Monitoring Applications, and there is KidLogger PRO for Android. Click download and go to next page. Here are the barcodes to download the applications, but we can see ordinary buttons as well. Today I will download a version for Android 4. The password for archive is 12345. It's written here. We must waiting to the end because this program is big. To unzip it, we need WinZip, WinRAR, or ES File Explorer, or another application which can understand encrypted archives. In our case, it is WinZip. I open Storage, SD card, Download. Here we can see Android Pro 4.zip and simple KidLogger for Android. We don't need it. Just delete it. I perform a long tap on the archive and select a command unzip to. Select Storage, SD card, Download, unzip here. Here we must write the password 12345. A new folder appears, and inside another archive file. It is not protected with a password. We can easily unzip it. If we install it from WinZip and WinRAR, we can have an error, so we launch Simple File Manager. I open Download folder for Android 4.x. What files we must install? Here are several applications. It is KidLogger PRO 1.6.55. It is a current version. When you see this video, hope will be more fresh version. Installing. Done. By the way, by reason of these applications are not published in Play Market, in the settings of the phone, in security group, we must allow installing from unknown sources. Let's go on. KidLogger PRO we have already installed. Now we must install Talkback TS4. It is a special module which automatically restarts KidLogger PRO application in case if it was stopped by other application or by the system. This module, Talkback TS, must be activated in settings of the phone in accessibility group. Now we can start KidLogger PRO. As we can see, in user menu, this application is missing. Sure, it is for hidden monitoring, and a user must not know about its presence. The program of KidLogger PRO is started by calling asterisk 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 DS. Call. Now the application is launched. Many options are switched off by default, so we must open the settings and switch on the settings coordinates, for example. It will be 1 minute between we get the coordinate. So every minute the system will be asked for a GPS coordinate. About the calls, we must open audio record settings. Switch on all the options. SD card, USB and SMS we can switch on as well. Photos. Here all the options are on by default. Connect the application to server. KidLogger PRO application can be connected either to KidLogger.net or to Data Staff Counter.net server. Let's talk about KidLogger.net now. Into account field, we must write our email address that we used for registration. Connection is successful. Upload interval. It is a time interval between the attempts of connection to server to send the latest data. The less is this interval, the more possibility to send the information. Let's go out and restart the monitoring. Let's look at log file. As we can see, the logging is started. The code we used to launch KidLogger PRO was registered. Let's verify how does our application work. Let's launch internet browser, for example. Now we are on KidLogger.net site. Let's visit some pages. Let's visit other sites. Enough. Let's launch Google Chrome because it must be also monitored. Let's visit other sites. Enough. Let's make a call now. This phone is nearby. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let's hear what is recorded. To hear the recorded calls, we must go to audio list. So, the call was recorded. Let's hear. It is not very loud, however, it's possible to hear it. Let's check how does it record the photos. Let's make a photo. It is very important. After a photo was taken, the phone must go in sleeping mode. If a photo was erased from the phone before this, the copy of the photo will be not prepared and not sent to server. Let's see now. As we can see, the copy was made. This copy we can find in call records hidden folder on SD card. To see it, we must configure our file manager to show hidden files and folders. Here is point call records folder and a copy of the photo we made. After a while, it will be sent to server. Let's see what was uploaded on server. Login our account. This is our phone that was recently connected. Here was registered photo taking. Here was registered KidLogger launching. Location. Here is location based on GPS and here is location based on Wi-Fi coordinates. Here is registered our travel in internet browser. And text we typed is here. Passwords are not registered by Talkback TS. To record the passwords, we need another module. Let's open the screenshots and here we can see application has sent a reduced copy of the photo we took. Now let's talk about how to record the passwords. Note please, this method is not working on all the phones. Let's open KidLogger PRO package, which we downloaded before. To record the passwords, we need T keyboard module. What is this? This is Android keyboard. It is a virtual keyboard application which is created from existing open source keyboard. It is compatible with all Android versions beginning from 4.1, but there are some restrictions. If a manufacturer of the phone has already installed original Android keyboard on the phone, we cannot install our module. Now we have installed our Android keyboard and we must make it active. Let's launch Settings, Language and Input. It's here. It is our Android keyboard. Now it is active. Go into its settings and add necessary languages. Now we must make it active by default. It will be good to disable Samsung keyboards at all, but here it is not possible. Let's see what can Android keyboard do. Android keyboard can launch KidLogger PRO application. In its advanced settings, there is a file to input secret code. Asterisk 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 DS. Let's see how it is recording the passwords. Let's go on KidLogger.net and log in our account. Input login and password. Our password is simple: 12345. Now we are inside. This password 12345 must be recorded by KidLogger PRO. Launching KidLogger PRO application and see current log file. As we can see, when we log on to KidLogger.net and began to write, but after this had selected our profile, but after this we wrote our password. This password 12345 was registered. It was registered by KidLogger PRO with help of Android keyboard module. That's all, dear parents. I wish you happy using of KidLogger PRO application.